There we go. Okay. Welcome again. October 14th, we have our monthly training. It's going to be such an amazing training. I know a lot of you already know our special guest speaker. You've seen him talk a couple weeks ago every single day on the Northeast page. I'm sure you know his videos. But before we jump into that, there are a couple announcements that Jeff Pearson, raise your hand. Pearson and I are in the same room. He's just on mute on a different computer. That's how we do it here. But just a couple announcements. Of course, we just came off of leadership. Did anybody attend leadership on the call? Raise your hand if you did. I'm going to go through a couple pages. Yeah, Greg? What's up, Greg? Greg? Anybody else? No? Okay. Greg, I'm actually going to put you on the spot. Would you mind just coming off of mute and letting everybody know, what leadership was about, what you thought, and just a little bit of, I guess, encouragement to get to leadership next year?
Spotlight him.
I'll take you off mute. And I'm going to spotlight you. There you go. Greg Plaskett, everybody.
Gee, thanks. Oh, boy. Okay. Leadership. So leadership is, in my eyes, guys, it's the best event to get to because what in my opinion grows your business the most, because you're there to learn about leadership. You're not there to learn about, Summit is great. And there's a lot of hype around Summit, but this is a more intimate, less crazy event where you actually have time to network. I actually had time to sit down with a top coach for like 90 minutes that I never would able to get to talk to at Summit. The networking there is second to none. And the training is it's at another level. It's at another level other than Summit. And it's something that every time I go, it changes my mindset drastically. And especially this time, because honestly, I was in a funk, as were a lot of coaches I'm hearing. Just going into this, we came out with a clarity, a vision, and we've already made some positive changes in our business just in the last 3 days with jet lag, mind you, that we've been home. More about leadership. What can we say about leadership? You have panelists there that are in the trenches with you. You're not learning training, from corporate. You're learning from people just like you that are doing exactly what you're doing. And that's something to be said for, because we can all relate to, if it's not one person, you'll be able to relate to the other. And the speakers are all top notch. They did a fantastic job. And, leadership is something that you guys should be shooting for. With the many goals that Beachbody sets for us, leadership should be number one priority. If you're a 2-star diamond or 3-star, 5-star diamond, as you know, that's the national leadership status per se. So, you get added to the wall, and that's where this business really gets serious. If you hit 5-star diamond, you have a serious foundation. If you built fast, you have a serious foundation. If you built slow, chances are you got a ton of volume and you have a serious business. Nevertheless, 5-star is the ultimate first big goal in this business, and you're rewarded for it by going to leadership. You just need 20 elite points. I'm not a strong recruiter. I was able to muscle it out and get there. I can do this. You guys can do this. And we're going to be there next year. Right, Christine?
That's right. Christine's Greg's wife. Thank you, Greg. I'm sorry again for putting you on the spot, but you did a great job. But like Greg said, absolutely. It is very intimate. It is nothing like Summit. There's maybe 300 to 400 coaches there. You have guest speakers. You have keynote speakers. You have panels of coaches. You have parties every single night. You have live workouts with all the trainers. And so you have that one-on-one connection in every single thing that you do at the event. So if it's not a goal of yours for next year, please make it a goal, because I promise you, you will benefit from it. All right, so that just happened. Of course, this weekend we have Super Saturday. If you're not registered for event, please register. We all know that big events like this allows us to have our aha moments, allows us to be re-engaged, inspired, ready to go to end the year strong. You also need to get your teams there. So bring your teams, all get into a van, head to the near Super Saturday. We know that events, again, like this really help spur you during this time to push towards the end of 2015. So that's another thing I wanted to mention. And then, of course, just like leadership, we have new leader conference coming up. I'm sure some of you on this call have already received your invitation. Congratulations. But this is for brand new 2-stars. And that will be happening in January. Same thing like leadership, a little bit bigger because we have a lot more 2-stars approaching, but another intimate thing that if you haven't been working towards, there's still time. So get that done. And then some things that were announced at leadership, of course, Hammer and Chisel, which you guys all know is coming out in December. Super excited about that program. It's on Beachbody On Demand. If you haven't done it, please do it. Prove the product works so then you can talk to people, get people excited about it. So when it does launch, you have things laid out. Another thing, of course, I'm sure you saw on our page, we have Cafe Latte coming out, a new Shakeology flavor. Very exciting. I don't even like coffee. I tried it and I kind of liked it. So, it's for all those coffee lovers, but it's a great something else to put in your holster to, share with new customers and customers you have now. And then another program, 22-minute hardcore with Tony Horton, another great program. It's completely different than any of the P90 programs. So it's going to be fresh taste. It's going to be challenging. It's only 22 minutes. If you didn't think we can do better than 25, we're wrong. We have a program that is 22 minutes long, which is so exciting. That's coming out beginning of next year. So a lot of fun things coming up, a lot of exciting things coming up. It's just so cool that we work for this company who continues to create and develop these programs to put in your guys' holster to then go out and sell and share and help people, then go on and achieve their dreams of living a healthy and fulfilled life. So those are some new things coming out, some things that have happened that I wanted to recap. With all that being said, I do want to get on to our guest speaker, Mr. Trey Bearor. Like I said, you guys probably know him for all his awesome YouTube videos. But Mr. Trey Bearor, he is a 3-star diamond working his way up. He's killing it. He is ranked number 159 right now out of 380,000 coaches, tons of coaches. Killing it in that area. He has a Success Club base of 6, which means this year he has averages 6. 2014, 2015 coaches hitting Success Club every single month. Awesome number. It means that he's bringing people on and he's duplicating you guys. His coaches are hitting Success Club. So he is doing the activities, leading by example, and we are so excited and proud to have him on today's call. He is going to dive into inviting, which is a big one, of course, one of our 3 vital behaviors, but he has a lot to say. So we're going to let Trey take over, and then at the end, we will have time for some questions. So let me spotlight you, Trey. And here you
go. Okay. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you guys for taking the time to listen to me talk, hear my story, and give you guys some information about inviting. And Alex and Pearson, thank you guys so much for having me on as well. You did want me to share my story, so I'm going to get into that. I'm not going to bore you guys because we do only have 30 minutes, so I'll keep it exciting for you. Guys, I was a discount coach. I really had no idea what this was all about. My girlfriend asked me she was all right. Our upline said, hey, Kaylee, I need you to get to Emerald. What are you going to do about it, basically? And so Kaylee said, hey, Trey, I need to get to Emerald. Can you help me out? So I did. That was my only intention. It was, all right, I'll drink this powdered shake. What else do you got for me? I'll do this workout. Sounds cool. We're going to get healthy. We're going to lose some weight. It'll be awesome. I'll definitely help you out. So I did. And while we were doing that, I heard Kaylee in the bedroom doing these team calls. I was like, man, who is that lady who's talking? They were doing team calls. It was with our upline, Erin. And, she was incredible. Right then and there, I knew that this was something cool, that these were people who were real and relatable and that I could connect with. And so when I went to my first Super Saturday event, which was like that weekend after pretty much, exactly, Erin, that's when I met Erin, and I was like, wow, like this is really an eye-opener. Like, I just met Aaron. I met Amanda and all these really cool coaches, and they were having such success that, their stories where they were financially, with fighting depression, yada, 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 those were all stories that I could connect with in my past. And I said, maybe this isn't like a scam, or maybe this is something real. So that night I got home and I got on YouTube and I found people like Scotty Hobbs and like Michelle Myers, Josh Spencer, because they're putting their stuff out there publicly and consistently. And you can just feel that passion. You can still, again, you can connect with their story. And like, if you guys have watched Scotty Hobbs, I mean, he's gone through some stuff. He was barely even able to see his family. So I kind of had like a one up on him. I was like, well, if he can do it, I can do it, So really that's, ever since then, I asked Aaron, I was like, Aaron, listen, I want what you have. Like, you got the good, the cool, the goodies. I want that. Tell me exactly what I need to do in order to get that. And she said, Trey, you need to show up daily on social media. You need to hit Success Club 5, and you need to teach your coaches to do the same. Now, this is like, I was like 7 days fresh as a coach. I had no idea what Success Club 5 was. I just knew I had to hit it. And what I liked about Aaron and what I have started to really do with my coaches is Success Club 5 was never, because being a millionaire or, getting a Benz car, like that's a goal that you can do a beach by. Success Club 5 is a no matter what to me. There will never be a month, and you guys can relate, that we will never not hit Success Club 5. It's just, we got to do it. We got to do whatever we have to do to hit it. So Aaron told me right then and there, do this, this, and this, and you'll be successful. And just following those simple things, inviting, reading personal development to better myself, our team, and just drinking this Shakeology and doing this workout, you're going to be successful. Like, how easy is that to do that? So we did that every single month, just kept building. I was able to quit my job, continued building an awesome team. And Kaylee, my girlfriend, she just quit her job like 3 weeks ago. Awesome. Never thought that this would be able to happen. But it all just came from the basics of just putting an invite out there, reading your, the 3 vital behaviors. So that's really what I want to help you guys out with. I think that there, when we were sitting down, I was like, all right, what can I deliver for a message for these coaches? What can I do that they've never heard before? What kind of action can they just come at us and be like, yes, let's go do this? And there's so much stuff that we've already heard already. But I think that, hearing it again and again and again, just getting it drilled into you like we were, and, maybe even just hearing it from someone else, maybe what that will do is just be like, okay, I'm going to go out, I'm going to take this opportunity, I'm going to run with it. Because that's what it was for me. When I saw Scotty, when I met Aaron, I was like, all right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to run with it. So there's a few things that I want to cover before getting into the invite process, because I feel that if you do these small things, that the invite process is like, there's it's not hard to do. It's not scary. You don't sound like a salesman. It's just so easy to do, and you do it with confidence. So the first thing I don't know if you guys are like me, but I take notes. Whenever there's a presenter on, I'm a big note taker. So I'm going to give you guys like numbers, bullets, so that if you guys take notes as well, this is going to really help you guys. First thing, guys, I can say to you is, obviously we know we got to be proof of the product. We need to be proof of the product consistently and publicly. And so the reason that I highlight publicly is because, showing people from start to finish of one program is really what made our business just blow up. When we kept ourselves accountable, we did a day 1, day 2, day 3, every single day. People didn't just say like, well, I wonder if that could work for me, or I wonder if this is something that will really work. Is this just another fad diet? Is this just some stupid thing that I wrap around my stomach? If I can see Trey, who's a real person, showing this whole transition through one program, then obviously if he's showing me real results, then obviously this is something that's going to work for me. So be public about it, guys. There's no shame in your game at all. Show people the results and show and share them how you feel every day. If you don't feel like getting out of bed because, it's about to be -20 here in northern New York. So, there are going to be days that I don't feel like getting out of that warm bed, but I want to keep accountable. I want to show people that these are awesome results that you're going to get in this little box. So you want to be showing people that, because people are watching you. They want to see if you're going to yo-yo, if you're just going to go right back to where you were, if you're going to gain weight, or if you're going to, maintain it. Because they want to see that what they get in a box, in a challenge pack, is going to yield and it's going to deliver results. It's not something where it's like, okay, I need to hybrid this program because, sizes isn't enough, so I need to do Insanity Asylum. Show people, I always tell coaches, guys, don't hybrid a program. Just show people exactly what you're going to get when you get Shakeology, when you get the program, and when they get you as their coach, they're going to get some fantastic results. So that's why, that's why I just say don't hybrid it, but be public. Don't worry what people think about you for being out there and showing them results. Who cares what they think? I don't care because I know that I'm going to be helping people get awesome results, and that Beachbody programs are by far the best programs for nutrition and for your workouts. So that's number one. Number two, guys, and this is where a lot of people struggle with, I think, is that don't just show people what they get in a box, but also show them the lifestyle that they get from being a Beachbody coach. That's such a huge thing. Show people the lifestyle as a coach. So don't just show them the workouts and the shakes, because I guarantee you that people are going to join your team just to be a part of something positive, or just to be a part of something that, because they don't have that many friends, So, that makes like that community feeling. If you guys follow Chelsea Blush Pearson, guys, she's phenomenal. Like the Fit Girls Next Door. I want to be a girl, and I want to be a Fit Girls Next Door, because she does such a great job at showing the community that she has when she's helping people. So, where was I? Sorry. So people are simply going to join you just because they like you, simply because they like that the people that you're surrounded with. I mean, Super Saturday, guys, what an awesome opportunity to show people, like, these are all my people. They all get me. We're all doing the same cool thing every single day. People want to be a part of that. And it's kind of being like in a frat or sorority. And if anybody's in a frat or sorority, I'm sorry, this is just my view. I don't feel like being a part of a sorority or a fraternity really is going to get you anywhere further in life. It might, but not anything like crazy or extra in life. But the reason that people do that is, maybe because they want to be part of a community, something special, a certain lifestyle. Same thing. That's when you go to Super Saturday, people with your close friends, that are your family. Maybe people just want to get away for the weekend and like leave their husband and go do a sweaty workout with all these crazy people like Aaron. It doesn't necessarily mean that being a Beachbody coach is that the only way you're credible is being in the Millionaires Club or driving a sweet Benz or anything like that. People, if you guys seriously share a story like when you go, like what we used to do when we go to fill up gas, we would have to just put $10 of gas in. Like if it went to 10.03, 10.02, like 10.04, we're like, oh my God, I gotta go find some pennies. I gotta go back in there and like give this guy some pennies. Be like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. That's where we were when we first started as Beachbody coach. Now where we are after 2.5 years of following a workout and drinking this stupid shake that you guys all say is stupid, since that, now we're able to put the handle in the tank and just walk away. Fill it up, baby. I'm good, So if you can share that with people on Facebook, share that story of where you were, where you are now, like that's such a powerful thing, I think. So show people that lifestyle. Show them what you're doing. Even if you're like, this challenge pack just paid for a $14 Starbucks. It's a really expensive Starbucks coffee, but show people what you're doing every single week and that you're proud of what Beachbody is doing for you. So that's to me is a huge thing. Is when you're showing people publicly and consistently. It's not like they already know what you're doing, and they're probably going to bring it up when you're talking to them. But the next one is, guys, is be you. Be you, not who you think you should be. Let me just get a thing of water. One cool thing that I take pride in is that if you look at my Facebook, guys, like I'm real. And I made a bet that I won't swear on this call, and I won't. I promise you guys. But if you aren't PG-13, you can go scrolling through my Facebook and you can see, like, dude, Trey's real. He will tell you exactly how he feels, and that's what you want to do. You want to be you. People want to be a part of what you have because Guys, there's no one way to be. There's no perfect Facebook post. There's no perfect sneak peek post or anything like that. You just need to be authentic. You need to be authentically, unapologetically you every single day, because that's what makes people want to work with you. Millions of people are in Canada and the United States that need our help, but they might not connect with me, and they might connect with you, but they're not going to connect with you if you aren't being you. So if you're putting in the work, if you're being yourself, they're going to connect and be like, I jive with you wholeheartedly, man. Like, I feel everything that you just said is speaking to me. And that's the type of people that you want to be working with, or people like you. You're, like attract like. This is the biggest one that I want to leave you guys with too, before I, go into talking about how I invite. But the hugest thing that I ever heard from Danielle Latoni that, like, I was like, dude, let's get to work right now, was when she said, Trey, don't play God. And I was like, what are you talking about? She said, you have no right whether or not someone can hear this opportunity. What if my girlfriend Kaylee had never told me about being a Beachbody coach? What if I never would have gotten this opportunity? What if your coach never came to you and asked you to become a coach? How would your life be different? Do you know what I mean? Like, think about where you were then and where you are now, financially, physically, all that fun, awesome stuff, and think like you it's such a disservice to not share this with people. How would you feel? Like, you would feel like a piece of garbage if you would have known, like, I've been doing this workout for 5 months and I could have been a discount coach and I could have gotten this like $40 cheaper. Like, you'd be livid. So, you always want to be showing these, like, you always, always, always want to be talking to as many people and not being God, deciding whether these people can hear about this opportunity or not. Let them decide if they want to say yes or no. But don't be afraid. Again, no shame in your game for telling these people, hey, this is something that's changed my life. I feel like it's something that could absolutely change your life. It's your decision if you want to take it or not. You know what I mean? So absolutely don't play God. But, I always used to scroll through my Facebook like, oh, they don't want to hear about this, or this person's kind of cheesy. Not like that anymore. I'm going through and I'm talking to every single person about this. And when I'm doing that, this is where I'm talking about my invite process. So I'm sure you guys have heard about the acronym FORM, right? FORM. It's such a powerful tool to use, guys. And I don't use it to just like break the ice and be like, hey, let's have a conversation. I use it as like an outline, as a direction of where I want this conversation to go instead of just breaking the ice. So FORM, F-O-R-M, family, occupation, recreation, and message. I'm sure you guys have already heard about that, so I don't really need to go into it. But basically, guys, when you're going through that, you're listening. So many coaches have a hard time because they want to like me to it or just talk about, oh, I felt that way too. Just be quiet and just ask tons and tons of questions. And when you think you've asked so many questions, ask more questions, because you're listening. You're kind of, and I say this discreet, like, this isn't how I really want to say it, but you're using it as kind of like ammunition. Because when you're talking about their family, like Pearson, he just had a new baby. Like, new babies are not cheap. I wouldn't know because I don't have any. But, I have a feeling that since he has 4 of them, they're not cheap, So, right there is a good thing. All right, Pearson just had a new baby. Maybe I think he loves his job, but let's just say he didn't work for Beachbody and he hated his job. All right, there's some more ammunition that I can be like, maybe this would be a good opportunity for him. Or when I get to recreation, he works so hard. He has to work like 4 jobs just to be able to put food on the table for his 4 kids. He doesn't have enough time to have any fun. So boom, I have 3 things that I'm just like ready to tell this person about, right? So at the end of it, when they think, all right, dude, Trey's gonna ask me if I want to buy a challenge pack, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna simply say like, hey, Pearson, listen, dude, I think you're pretty awesome. I really do. And I can't help but, to not ask you this question. With everything that you said about, having new kids, having, working 4 jobs, not having any time to be able to spend time with them. Have you ever considered becoming a Beachbody coach, man? Like, I really think this is an opportunity that would be right up your field. Right there, I mean, if they say no, who cares? Awesome. All right, dude, cool. I mean, go enjoy your thing. But majority of the time, guys, they have always said yes, because everybody wants a better life. If if you have 4 kids, you're going to do anything that you want to make sure that they have an awesome upbringing, that they get to, that you just spoil them. You just have a great time with them, you know? So every little reason, when you're digging in and when you're forming these people, sit down there and just write out like, all right, this is how Beachbody is going to help them. This is the opportunity that's going to help them. This is what coaching can do for them. Because when you get to that message, it's so easy to talk to these people about becoming a coach. So I really hope that makes sense. The last thing that I want to give you guys, and the only reason I'm saying this is because it's worked 100% of the time for me signing up coaches. I've done it 14 times. 14 times I've signed a coach by it, and they were originally just going to buy a challenge pack. So I'm just going to look at gallery view. How many of you guys, like, you're like, yes, someone just said they want to buy a challenge pack. I'm going to get 2 success skill points. Let's do this. And then you're like, I don't know if I should ask them about the coaching opportunity. Like I already got the in. Does anyone feel that way? Like you don't want to ask them about coaching because you already have, yeah, okay. Saw one hand, that's good enough. So one thing that I always use, guys, if you can sell a challenge pack, you can sign a coach, and I absolutely will credit this to Danielle and the Tony Fit and Funky. One thing that she will always say at the end of this, verbatim, is when people are ready to buy something, she will say, cool. So all I need to know is which way you want to purchase, as a customer or as a coach. Either way, the price is the same. The only difference is that starting month 2, your Shakeology will be $97 instead of $130. And if you want, I can show you how to drink your shakes for free. That was money to me because none of that mentioned, all right, I'm going to show you how to be a top coach, or I'm going to show you how to run a business. That's what scares people away. But when you use I copy and paste it, and it's worked 100% of the time, guys. I will write it in the chat afterwards so you can use it as well. But it's beautiful. It doesn't mention anything about the business, and it's what you're doing is you're signing up a coach right there. Again, I was a discount coach, so do not discount the discount coach, guys. But you can absolutely start working with these guys and just show them and teach them how to share their story while you're doing your challenge group. Show them how to take a sweaty selfie. That's not hard to do. And then show them and ask them, hey, tell me exactly how you feel throughout this whole 21-day fix journey every single day. Do that. If you can have them focus on that, I guarantee you they're going to have tons of people asking them about what they're doing, or even coaching, hopefully. So those are just some of the really basic things that I use, guys. I can kind of go over this real quick again one more time. The first one was be proof of the product consistently and publicly. That's huge. Second one is show the lifestyle as much as the workouts and nutrition. The third one was be you, not who you think you should be. Mucho importante. And the fourth one was don't play God. That was a huge one, guys. You should be talking to everybody about this opportunity because it's helped you. If you guys are on this call, you guys know how much Beachbody has helped you. And then the last one, guys, was if you can sell a challenge pack, you can sign a coach, no doubt. Use form. I promise I wasn't going to swear.
Hey, Trey, would you mind actually, because we have close to 100 people on this call, would you maybe go over form? Because I can bet not everybody on this call knows exactly what that means. So if you quickly, just so that they do know, would you mind?
Absolutely. So form, guys, FORM. F is family. That's where you're talking a lot about their family. Again, tons and tons of questions. Dude, I just saw you had a new baby. How do you like being a father? I saw your kid is in the same kindergarten class as I am. How do you like the teacher? I know she kind of sucks, right? Tons and tons of questions about the family. I mean, you can scroll through Facebook and just be like, wow, there's a picture of their sweet family. I'm going to ask them about their family. Some way. Just dig up tons of information about their family. Move on to occupation. So, dude, what are you doing for work these days? Like, I see that you're a physical assistant dental hygienist. Like, that's pretty cool. You must be important. How you like it? What don't you like about it? Again, you're just kind of just digging up evidence to just be like, how can I give this opportunity to you? What do you need from me? And then you're moving on to recreation. What do you do for fun? I see you live over in the Rockies, man. Like, do you go hiking? Do you do any outdoor stuff? How you like kayaking? Like, how are the winters? What don't you like about it? Again, you're just kind of just breaking the ice, but you're also building up that ammunition of how you can deliver that message to them so that when you get to M, message, hey man, you know, after hearing everything, like, I can't thank you enough for opening up to me. You know, thank you so much. After everything that you said, I can't help but ask you, have you ever considered doing what I do as a Beachbody coach in order to have more money to do this, or to be able to travel with your family, or, you know, whatever, guys. We have so many opportunities, even if it's like, hey, I see you have 3 toes, your balance must suck. Here's a workout program to fix that. You know, there's so many different ways that we can provide an opportunity for people. You just need to dig really deep to figure out what that is by using form. So I hope that helps.
Absolutely. Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
This has been awesome, Trey. I figure, are you done with your?
Got it. I didn't swear.
Okay.
I didn't swear.
You did. You won the bet. I hope it was something really, really good. But we're going to open it up for questions. We've only been in this 30 minutes. So if you guys have questions, please feel free to take yourself off mute. Of course, around inviting or anything else, if you see Trey is doing it and you want to learn more about that, please feel free to ask, okay? Somebody has to.
I'll ask a question. Sorry, I'm in the middle of cooking. I had to unmute myself. So when you talk about what Beachbody has done for you in the lifestyle, I mean, I'm a diamond coach. I'm doing well, but I don't have the success that some of the larger, you know, more successful coaches have. So what do you do there to kind of show people that they can have that success if you're not there yet?
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, that's a good question. I really think that success, it depends on how you define success. You know, like, for me, I'm happy that I am able to, you know, make the certain income. I'm successful that I'm able to match the income that I had at my full-time job that I dreaded. Kaylee is successful because she was able to leave her job, or, you know, it depends on what defines success, how you define it. Like, you know, success could be, I helped 3 people this month. That's success, you know. It really depends on how you define it. And what's cool is, like, there's so, like, even if you just earn a success card, or like for success starter, your first month, like, you get a call with Carl D, man, that's success. You know, you just got to figure out, there's so many different ways to show the success that you're having. Again, if you had a 1 team cycle bonus as an Emerald, you made $14, celebrate it somehow, you know? Like, there's so many different ways. So many ways.
Thank you. That was a really good perspective.
Cool. I'm glad that helped.
It looks like we had a question in the chat. How many coaching invites do you send each day?
Oh, I send out as many as I possibly can. I do about 30 minutes of coaching invites. And so, I mean, the minimum is probably 10 a day, I would say. And that doesn't mean I hear 10 yeses. It means I just send them out and people say, no, I'm moving on, you know? So, but yeah, I would say about 10 a day. Each day. What personal development are you reading right now? I'm reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. Pretty awesome, guys. When people say no, do you keep connecting with them and ask again? I have asked one guy 7 times and he finally became a coach. It's all about it's all about following up, and, like, I mean, you're planting the seed right from the start. When you started as a coach, you already had people watching you to see if this is something that's going to work or it's not going to work. You just got to keep showing them that, hey, it's working, man. It's not just the workouts; it's what Beachbody's doing for me. Like, just keep inviting. That's all you can do. You know, even if you sign up a coach and they don't do anything, just keep signing more coaches, because you're gonna find the rock stars who want to run with you. But I don't know. I think after the 7th time I've heard no from them, I'm like, all right, this guy does not want to do anything with me. You know. How do you connect with many people? Video hard. Like, video is where it's at, guys. I mean, they share that. People can get information in under 15 seconds or 2 minutes. Like, you can jam-pack valuable info in a video, Because people don't want to read. They don't want to just Netflix and chill all night, and they don't do anything, But if they see a video when they're just chilling in bed, they're going to watch it. So I would absolutely, videos are where it's at, man. You connect with a ton of people with video. Holy cool. I love the questions. Your invites, do you keep a list? Oh, yeah, you definitely keep a list. And, right next to my list, I'll say their name, whatever their objection was, where it's not enough money. Okay, cool. Well, you better save for that challenge pack, homie. But, yeah, I absolutely keep a list, and I put, if they can order Friday, or if they said I don't have any money, or my dog just lost its leg, whatever. I'll write that right next to it. Videos are awesome. Thanks, Mel. Thank you, Candace. Thank you, Emily.
Can I ask a question about your videos?
Yeah.
What do you, I'm all the way up here. What do you use to film them?
I use a camera, not like my phone, but a camera.
Like an SLR?
I have no idea what that means.
The big one, kind of?
Oh, it's just it's weird. It's like a Canon camera. I literally went to Walmart, saw HD on it. I was like, hey, that'll make an HD video,
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, and if you see, go over to Walmart, find something that says HD on it, and the cheapest one I saw was $88. Works awesome, But I have no idea about cameras or anything. I'm really drinking water. 21 Day Fix Extreme, Pearson. Single Len Reeve. Thanks, Karen. What do you say when they say they can't afford it? Emily, if they say they can't afford it, I say I completely understand, because I had to sell my Xbox to get a challenge pack and become a coach. So I definitely understand where they're coming from. I love plastic. But when they say no, I say I completely understand. And listen, I don't want you to get just a program, because I'm an expert in Shakeology and the workout, because that's all I know. That's all I've ever done, and that's all I ever help people with. So I understand if you can't afford it. What I want you to do is just start like a little jug and put $20 a week in there, because in 6 weeks or 7 weeks, you're going to be able to get a 21-day fish challenge pack. Let's rock, So I'm not worried about the sale right then, because I want to help them get awesome results with the price that they pay. So I just tell them save, My beer does give me success. It does, Plaskett. How do you bring up the $15 fee after they say yes to buying as a coach? I say that pays for your online office, that pays for your websites, that also pays for your Coach mobile app that we use that is so fun and easy to use. $15 to run a business where you can make a multi-million-dollar business. I will gladly pay $15 a month for that. How do you keep track of your conversations, paper and pen, electronically? It's a good question. Keep track of your it depends. If they're interested, I'll just write their name down, and then I'll have that in my list of everything, and I will definitely be following back up. I'll end the conversation with, I'm going to follow up with you on this date, so they're not just being like, all right, see ya, and I forget about them, pen and paper. So I do pen and paper. Sorry. And then electronically, what you could use is, there's some cool software I can't think of right now. But paper and pen I use. Editing your program, I use to publish my videos, Dana. I use iMovie. Comes with all Apple. And then before I had an Apple, I used Windows Movie Maker. Same thing. Just play around with it. Get on YouTube. All right, how do I add sound to my video? Type that into YouTube. You'll find your answer and just boom, rip it up. Wow. Okay. Is it cool that I'm answering all these questions, guys? Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. How about we just do a couple more, because I don't want to overwhelm you. Definitely a couple more. We'll go a couple more minutes, and then we'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, Emily, there is definitely a coaching app. Go to Google, type in TBB Coach mobile app. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful thing. Any tips for getting my boyfriend to start working the biz? He's a coach, but I work the biz. He's a personal trainer, so I sent him it should be, but not my call right now. I asked him to, hey, you know what? If you want, tell him to set up a Zoom call with me. We'll talk to him. Get your man going,
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Seriously, I'll do a Zoom call with you guys.
Cool. He'd be really good at it, and he just doesn't see it.
All right, last one. How do you motivate your downline coaches to grow? This is something that I actually have trouble with because I'm finding that prizes and, really cool stuff like that is some people are motivated by it, some people aren't. What I'm finding is that more coaches are motivated by personal stuff, handwritten notes, just saying that you notice them, and like different things. I mean, there's the diamond retreat. I think that so many people are motivated by so many different things, and that's just do you ever use the gems, the different colors of, I think it's either personalities or motivations. I would use that. I really think that you can figure out what the person is motivated by just by looking at the gems, and when you do that, you can figure out what motivates them. But to be honest with you, like if coaches are signing up and they're like, I'm gonna go after it and I'm gonna do it, and like they're not doing anything. You can either pull your hair out and be dragged down by trying to lift them up, or you can run with the people who are actually, building a business and that, that are showing up every single day and that they're hitting success stuff. Those are the people that I want to focus on instead of being like, why aren't you getting this? So I would focus on, motivating the ones who are hitting success of 5 and that are on social media every day.
Awesome.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Trey. I know I appreciate it. Pearson appreciates everybody on this call appreciates you. I do want to give you the opportunity to throw a challenge for everybody that's on this training. Do you have a challenge for them to lead the training with?
Yeah, actually. Can they put it in the big New England or Northeast group?
Yeah, we'll post this video and then maybe in that comment section.
Okay. So one thing that gets our coaches just pumped and jived and ready to go is when every time you ask somebody, hey, have you ever considered becoming a Beachbody coach? They screenshot that and we send it into our group chat because we're all pushing to, get as many coaches on board as possible. So that's one thing that we do, because when I see my coach Cassandra, who's a rock star, when I see her like, hey, I just sent out this invite, I'm like, hey, honey, we got to quit the lunch early. We got to go because I got to do some invites right now. It just kind of pushes you to do it, because when you're in the trenches with your team, that's such an awesome feeling. It's not that team culture is like, dude, let's go, let's rage, let's do this. Instead of being like, I want you to send out 5 invites and you to send out 3. Definitely, like, get those screenshots out there, put them in the group. So yeah, I guess underneath this thread where you see this video, put your screenshots underneath this video.
Fabulous. I love it. Snapshot of the invite that you did. Like Trey said, we will get this video. We will post it on both the Northeast 1-star and Diamond page and then the Northeast 2-star and above page. So please play in this game and this challenge with us. Other than that, thank you again, Trey. I really appreciate it. You rocked it. And go, everyone, go. We'll see you at Super Saturday, okay?
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Say bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Trey. Awesome.
Bye.